Hello, guys. This is FK, and today we're going to be discussing something interesting, something that a lot of people don't include in their success story. Most people's success story is just filled with a lot of aspire to perspire to refire and all those kind of things. But today we're going to be discussing the importance of getting lucky. Yeah, the importance of getting lucky because I've gotten lucky a lot of times, and those luck, whichever way you want to define what luck is, I've been key to my development. I've been key to where I am now. I've been key to a lot of success I've had. So, and I feel that a lot of people don't mention a lot of people that have become big in tech, a lot of people that have become highly successful in tech don't mention this part. And it's something that I will want to talk about and also talk about how you can increase the chances of getting lucky. So let's talk about getting lucky in tech. So to kick off this video, I'm first going to be talking about 3 major times I got lucky. Yeah, 3 major times I got lucky because I feel privileged to be in tech. I got into tech like 13, 14 years ago, and I didn't even get into tech like as a strategy. I didn't know it was going to be the next big thing. I didn't know that it was going to be the next big opportunity to come for young people. I just saw it and I fell in love with it and I started doing it. Then I was in my 4th year studying mechanical engineering in school. So getting in tech itself was, I got into it through, I would say, lucky because what happened was that, because I'm going to be kicking off this video by talking about 3 times I got lucky. And the first one is how I got into tech in the first place. So I got into tech taking care of my sick roommate. Yeah, I was taking care of my sick roommate, and then I was doing my IT, but I was doing my IT in school because I had some fellowship commitments then. So I was taking care of my friend who just suddenly fell sick. So I brought him back home and I had to stay with him for a couple of days, just watching his progress and all that. And then the previous day, someone had given me videos about Google guys, how Sergey Brin and Larry Page, Larry Page and Larry Page started Google. So I was just watching that while my friend was sleeping, and it just felt really cool. Their journey felt really cool. They built this thing that the world now uses. They changed the paradigms of how search is being done and all that, and it just got me like really excited. I was studying mechanical engineering, and I wasn't feeling I had gotten a lot of practical experience to fully call myself a mechanical engineer. So I saw this thing where I can just sit in front of my laptop and build stuff, and I just went with it. So, if I had not gotten that video that day, who knows what I would be doing right now? I would have found tech, probably found it 5 years too late. So yeah, that was the first time I feel I got really lucky in tech. That is starting tech in the first place, getting into tech in the first place. The second one is my very first big contract. Yeah, my very first big contract that changed a lot of things for me. I was already like really discouraged because good contracts were not coming. Just get to do a lot of work and earn little money. And I remember this particular year, I was just sitting in my house, and I was living with my parents then. I was broke, and I just told my dad to just help me pay for data every month. Like just pay for data. I've done a lot of running around to look for good contracts, good stuff, good engagement, but I'm not getting any. So I was just developing my skills, and I was putting some videos on YouTube then. And I remember back then I had this video on YouTube where I made this page counter. It counts how many visitors, how many visits to your site. So you count how many people have visited your site, how many times they visited your site. I think I did it with PHP back then. And just out of the blues, someone called me. I got a call. And the guy was like, "Hey, are you the one that did this video?" I was like, "Yes." "Yeah, I saw what you implemented. I have a website, and can you implement that for me?" I was like, yeah, whatever. And the guy, before you know it, the guy told me how much I will collect. I'm broke. I just told him anything. I think he paid me 5K then. That's Naira, local currency. Paid me 5K. And I did that. And the weekend of that particular week, he just called me up like, "Yeah, there's this client I have, and he has some projects. Will you be interested?" Someone I didn't know. I've not seen this guy before. But then Nigeria was a lot safer then. No, so I went to go and see him reluctantly. And that day, I met his client, and that client changed a whole lot of things for me. In fact, from that job, I bought my first car. I fixed the house that my wife and I moved in when we got married. I bought a lot of stuff. I was able to get my first mark. Yeah, I got my high mark from that job. I got a whole lot of stuff. Got to buy better gifts for my then girlfriend, who's now my wife. So yeah, that was the second time I got really lucky in tech. The third time was getting my remote job. or I get my first full-time remote job. And I could remember, submitting application as usual, getting a ton of rejection, ton of rejection emails. By the way, if you want to understand why you're getting rejection emails, there's a video I made about that. I'll be linking it up here, so you can just check this link up here to go to that video. So getting my first full-time job. I remember then I'd even forgotten I applied. I just saw the email, and that it was the day for that I was supposed to do the interview. I'd already forgotten because then I was doing some writing, I was doing some stuff there and just getting some money. I was good, but I hadn't gotten a full-time remote job that would pay me the kind of money I wanted. So I attended the interview, just normal straight up stuff, and the guy saw my CV, and it was just a normal meeting. The meeting ended. He told me to send my CV after the meeting. Actually, he told me to send my CV after the meeting, because after the meeting, just 15 minutes after the meeting, he just sent me another email like, yeah, we need to look at this your CV. We need to go through your CV. Clear 1 hour tomorrow, and we'll go through this your CV. So we did that the next day. But that wasn't even the major part. When I got into the company, like I think 3 months into being in the company, the very first project I handled was a website. I was coming into the company for technical writing, but I first helped them build a website with Webflow. And my then manager told me that when we saw your CV, we knew we were going to hire you. We already knew we were going to hire you. There was no other person that was going to do that, because you are a very experienced developer, and we had a web project on ground that we wanted to do. So as we just saw your CV and we saw that you are a web developer, and you are someone that has been developing serious applications, we just like, now we have to go for this guy. He's a very good technical writer, and he's a very experienced developer. There's no way we are missing that. And that was how I got there. They even told me at that time, for the applications they put out, 1,000 people, they got 1,000 applications, and they ended up hiring just 89 people or so, and I was one of those 89 people. So that to me was like huge luck, getting my first remote job. If they hadn't needed that expertise, I wouldn't have been able to be set apart from the other people that applied for that same job. So luck plays a whole lot. Yeah, you study, yes, you do a lot of projects, you do a lot of open source and stuff, but a lot of times you just get lucky, and those times those things really turn around the course of your life in this business, in this tech business. The reason why a lot of people have been attending so many boot camps, doing so many training, so many projects, and you still haven't gotten what you want, because luck. Yes, luck. There's an element of luck in it. There's a lot of people that are applying for that job you want, and sometimes you just get lucky. Someone will just refer you, and you will just jump over everybody and get this very fantastic job, which I feel a lot of people don't mention. We're in an industry whereby you can do everything right and still fail. Yeah, when it comes to job, when it comes to getting opportunities, you can do everything right and still not get them. And still you can be the best programmer and still not be the best paid. You can have a lot of experience and still not get the best opportunities. So luck plays a lot. Luck plays a whole lot. Sometimes the circle they move with, there's a lot of connections, there's a lot of links to places where good jobs are, and that's why they keep getting good jobs. And you keep wondering, what am I doing wrong? I even know better than these people. Luck is really, really important. Now, some people have defined luck as where opportunity meets preparation, and I think that is still the scientific way we can go about this. Yeah, because you might not be able to determine when opportunities come, but at least you can increase the number of times you can get lucky. And the best way you can do that is to continue to hone your skills and put yourself out there. Yeah, share your work shamelessly. Yeah, share your work shamelessly. You need to be discovered. I suffered that a lot at the beginning of my career. I was just being this bad guy in my silo, in my cave. I was not really putting out my work, and because of that, people that I know more than were getting opportunities more than me. So you want to make sure that you're not just honing your skills, you're not just getting better, you're also putting yourself out there. It will increase the frequency at which you get lucky. That's one thing you have control over. You might not have control over when the opportunities come, but you have control over how much stuff you're putting out there, so that you can get discovered, so you can get picked, so that you can become more attractive to companies, to recruiters out there. Also, knowing this formula will help you play the game of luck better. And sometimes it will take time. Sometimes things will take time. As you keep putting the work in, your potential to get lucky increases. Yeah, your potential to get lucky increases. So it's still going to be the same thing as to every advice you've had out there working hard. You still have to work hard. You still have to make sure that not only are you developing the skills, but you're sharing your work on social media, you're sharing your work on GitHub, you have a personal portfolio, you have so many things that you can use to get discovered. You tell friends about what you do. I post a lot of stuff about tech on my WhatsApp, so there's no way you'll be on my contact list and you not know that I'm in tech. So you want to do all that, but at the end of the day, sometimes, maybe a lot of times, you need to get lucky, and once that happens, it's just going to change everything. It's going to change everything. So keep fire, keep. I don't want to use the same aspire to aspire, but keep firing, keep doing your best, and someday will be your day. Thanks very much. If you've learned anything from this video, remember to leave a like, and I remain your bro in tech, FK.